Bago matapos ang paglilitis ngayong araw, nagkatensyon sa pagitan ni Lead Defense Counsel Serafin Cuevas at Senator Judge Ralph Recto. Nagtanong kasi si Recto tungkol sa mahigit 34 million pesos na winidraw di umano ni Corona nung araw na siya'y ma-impeach sa Kongreso. Bagay na tila masama sa pandinig ni Justice Cuevas. Live mula sa Senado, may report si Joseph Morong. Joseph?
Jessica, tensyonado nga na natapos ang huling araw pansamantala ng impeachment trial, no? At nag-break na kasi muna itong Senado, no, para sa kanilang Holy Week break. At ngayong araw nga nakita natin sa maaring unang pagkakataon na medyo nainis at nagtaas ng boses itong si Lead Defense Counsel Justice Serafin Cuevas.
Marcos, Osmeña, Pangilinan, Pimentel.
Nasa sentro na ng impeachment trial ang ari-arian na salapi ni Chief Justice Renato Corona. Umuusad na ang trial sa usapin na kung magkano ang dapat na idineklarang pera ni Corona sa kanyang sal-in. Naungkat kanina ang 34.7 milyong pisong kinita ng Basa Guidote Enterprises Incorporated. Base sa Secretary Certificate ng korporasyon noong 1987, ang asawa ni Corona na si Cristina ang otorisadong maging ahente umano ng korporasyon. Kaya noong 2001, si Mrs. Corona ang tumanggap ng 34.7 milyong piso na bayad ng lokal na pamahalaan ng Maynila sa biniling lupa ng Basa Guidote Enterprises Incorporated. Tanong tuloy ni Senator Ralph Recto, ito ba raw ay ipinasok ng Chief Justice Corona sa kanyang personal na bank accounts, partikular sa PS Bank. Dahil noon daw December 12, 2011, ay may winidraw si Corona na 34 million pesos. Tila na inis dito si Cuevas.
My recollection is, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, December 12, there was a withdrawal.
That's correct.
Roughly the same amount. Okay.
Roughly
the same amount. Okay, as testified here by the branch manager.
But that 34,700,000
yes, something that
should
effect
be netted by 11 million that was reflected in the SAL-N of the Chief Justice as liability advance from Basa Guidote.
From the manner
right
you make a narration of facts, I hope you pardon me for saying that you have considered only the evidence of the prosecution thus far. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Because you have never cited any evidence on the by the defense, Your Honor. And we are just starting. Why did we bring about this question of sale of the properties of
so what is the purpose? That there was 34.7 million cash given to Cristina Corona. I understand that is the purpose.
No, that it was received by Mrs. Corona in trust.
In trust for, precisely.
So is it hers? Even if we follow your logic, Your Honor, is it
I'm
hers?
not saying it is hers.
Oh, precisely. So why will he be why will the husband be accountable for that?
I'm not even saying that.
Well, that is the inference that is
No.
you made me understood that way because
No,
my
I just
objection
said-
is this. You're making a summation of facts, but solely on the basis in favor of one party. Why? Because there is no evidence yet on the part. We have never discussed about this deposits, Your Honor.
So the
only concept that you have is the concept coming from the prosecution's evidence, Your Honor.
I will no longer belabor the point, Mr. President, and I assure the defense that I will listen patiently.
Very unfair.
Inawat na lamang sila ni Senate Presiding Officer Juan Ponce Enrile.
Let us keep cool. We have plenty of time to assess this, and we are going on a recess. We have 1 month
Precisely.
to ponder about the whole
Yes.
case, and when we finish hearing the defense,
Precisely,
presenting
Mr.
their
President.
evidence,
We're just asking
we
for
will wait for their
clarifications.
rebuttal of the prosecution.
You're making a summation of facts, but solely on the basis in favor of one party. Why? Because there is no evidence yet on the part. We have never discussed about this deposits, Your Honor.
So the
only concept that you have is the concept coming from the prosecution's evidence, Your Honor.
I will no longer belabor the point, Mr. President,
Let's
and
wait
I
for
assure the defense that I will listen
Let us,
patiently.
so far as this chair is concerned, the defense has presented the former mayor of Manila to establish the fact that there was a transaction between the city of Manila and the Basa Guidote Enterprises Incorporated regarding the sale of a piece of land where the city of Manila paid that enterprise through Mrs. Corona the amount of 34,703,800 pesos. So that's the gist of the
Yes,
evidence presented by the defense
Yes, Your Honor.
this afternoon. Where that 34,703,800 pesos moved in the financial system is yet to be established.
Corona.
Pagkatapos ng pagdinig, mismong si Cuevas na ang umaming hinugna ang panahon para iharap nila si Mrs. Corona para ipaliwanag ang pera ng Basagidote Enterprises.
Siguro pagbalik, hindi na. Sometime, somehow, it must come into an end. So, we're definitely preparing her to take this stand.
Kailan, sir?
Siguro pagbalik na, dahil wala nang pista bukas.
Bukas, sir.
Hindi, wala nang pista bukas. Di ba?
Pagbalik natin.
Next session.
Si J. Corona, sir.
Si J. Corona. Paharapin ko sa'yo, kung gusto mo.
Sir, on cam yan.
Oo, paharapin ko sa'yo.
Ito na pansamantala ang huling araw ng pagdinig. Babalik na lang muli ang Senado para ipagpatuloy ang trial sa May 7. Sabi ni Enrile, hindi na aabuti ng sine-die adjournment ng Kongreso sa Hunyo ang desisyon nila sa impeachment trial ni Corona. Pagkatapos raw ng oral summation ng magkabilang partido o ang buod ng mga posisyon nila, ay maaari na silang makapagdesisyon agad.
We have a record of the proceedings in the form of a journal. All we have to do is to read those things, and then if you are attentive at this point, you know what's going on.
But it will more or less reach June.
Huh?
June. It will more or less reach June.
In May.
Jessica, sabi ng depensa, no, pagbalik sa May 7 ay maaaring kailangan lamang nila ng 12, no? 12 na araw para makapagpresenta ng kanilang ebidensya. At sabi nga nito sa Senate Presiding Officer Juan Ponce Enrile ay pwede nang magkapag-desisyon sila by May's end. Jessica?
Okay, Joseph, ewan ko kung tama, pero parang ang defense kasi gusto nilang step by step, medyo may method silang sinusunod na strategy in laying the predicate. Yun nga ang sinasabi nila, no? Pero mukhang, ewan ko kung tama itong tingin ko, mukhang naiinip na yung ilang senators kasi tuwing it's time for them to ask questions, they're already jumping or connecting the dots. Gayong hindi pa naililay ng defense yung lahat ng mga gusto nilang context or predicate, ika nga.
Pwedeng ganyan yung obserbasyon na medyo naiinip na. In fact, sinabi nga nitong si Senate Presiding Officer Enrile, no, baka nung sinasaway na nila itong si Justice Cuevas at saka si Senador Recto na parang paliwanag niya na parang ang nangyayari kasi ngayon ay kinoconnect the dots lang ng ibang mga senator judges. So parang pasindabi kasi parang excited din para malaman ba kung ano yung explanation. Kasi marami nang narinig yung mga senator judges dun sa bahagi naman ng prosecution, no, as far as their evidence is concerned. Now, excited na yung mga senators to piece it together. Kung sino ba yung nagsasabi ng totoo sa kanilang dalawa. Kaya lang, sinasabi ng defense sandali muna. Kasi parang meron kaming sinusunod dito na flow Na kumbaga, kaya nga sinabi ni Justice Cuevas na medyo hinug na yung panahon para sa pagtestigo nitong si Mrs. Corona. Kumbaga sa isang storya, ito yung matatawag na si Mrs. Corona yung dinoma, yung pagka-peak noong climax, pagdating bago dumating yung climax nito si Mrs. Corona. Jessica?
Okay, May 7 na ang resumption. Mahabang panahon, mukhang magtatrabaho ba pa rin? Yung mga senator judge mukhang break na talaga. Pero itong defense at prosecution, anong indications na sila'y magtatrabaho pa rin?
Natanong ni si lead prosecutor Neil Tupas, no, kalahati daw noong break ay sa pamilya at kalahati ay in preparation for the resumption of the trial on May 7, Jessica.
Okay, maraming salamat, Joseph Morong.